everyone, this is Allison Fletcher. I am the Drunk Astrologer. I am doing a pick a card reading today. I'm doing a little bit more serious of a reading than I have been doing. I am actually going to be doing a career-based reading. So I'm kind of leaving the question a little open-ended. All I really asked the cards was what each group needed to know about career. One of the things I did do is I picked my more serious decks. Everyone kind of has decks that are more serious or more fun. For me, I don't know if it's thankfully, but what I've discovered is that this Lenormand deck I use under the roses, and this tarot deck I use, the Tattoo Tarot, have no fear in telling me what they really think. Both of these decks I consider to be very honest. I have been kind of struggling with my career recently and what choices I'm going to make in my life. So this was something that I figured, you know what, I'm probably not the only one struggling with this kind of stuff. So let's kind of ask the cards. Let's find out what the cards think. So what we have here, I have 4 groups. I have group 1. I'm going to kind of move each one of these up while I do this just to give me more space here to put the cards out. Group 2, so 1, 2. We have 3 and 4. I also have a candle here in the middle that I've been using. This is a green and purple candle. And it just kind of called for me because it's kind of balancing money and passion. Purple is kind of a color that has a lot of passion signification to me. I don't think it's pretty common, but it does for me. So again, group 1, 2, 3, 4. All I ask the cards is what each group needs to know about career. All right, let's find out what they say. Let's start with group number 1. Group number 1, I'm going to start by throwing the Lenormand down first. I have Bear, Garden, Gentleman. Sorry, I'm taking a moment to really think about this because the Gentleman's kind of throwing me off here, the Man card. I feel like a lot of people that watch pick a card readings are women. And so I feel like I could be wrong. YouTube doesn't give me those statistics. But so I'm kind of trying to figure out which way I want to go with this one. The one thing I'm really getting, I'm going to ignore the Man card for a moment. I will bring that one back in. I'm going to ignore that one for a moment. Bear and Garden, what I'm really getting is to follow your passion and go outside. Be the biggest you can be. And I'm not talking about fat. I'm talking about be the biggest you can be. The bear is also kind of aggressive. I kind of like in this one, the bear has the fish in its mouth. Fish in the Lenormand is money. So you need to go after what you want. And you know what? That could be money. If you really want money, go after it. The Garden here is kind of outdoorsy, and the bear is outdoorsy as well. So follow your passion, and I believe your passion will probably take you outside. You will most likely be ending up in a job that's outside, that's kind of, I'm kind of like thinking about rangers at the national parks, or being able to help kids. A lot of times if you want to be a school teacher, maybe that's your passion, depending on where you are at. Like if you live in the United States, it's not going to give you money. But do something that takes you outside, because if you're a school teacher, you have to go outside with the kids a lot, especially like kindergarten. You have to, like elementary school, you're constantly taking them outside for recess. It's actually entertaining. I was a teacher for a tiny bit. I actually do recommend it. So I'm going to throw the Man card back in here. If you are a guy, this is talking about you. So if you are a guy, kind of listen to that first part. Listen, kind of the bear is the strength, using something doing something that uses your strength. It could be physical strength, it could be other strength. Get outside, go do fun things. The other thing is, if you're a woman, this could be that if you're a woman, there is an element of these 3 cards here that's kind of supporting being a stay-at-home mother. Bear is mother, garden, and man's getting married. It is possible you could be a stay-at-home dad, but the bear is more mother. Unless you don't, I guess, yeah. Gender gets confusing nowadays. Not going to go into that. You could, I also see possibility of a wedding planner. I'm really getting kind of, trying to think if there's anything else to talk about with these ones, or if I just need to throw down the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and throw down the tarot that I pulled with this one. We have 6 of Wands, the Hierophant, and 4 of Swords. So the 6 of Wands is supporting this kind of, this idea of the passion, but the public idea of passion. The idea of people seeing you doing your passion. So I'm kind of getting an idea of that. If you've picked this pile, this is kind of what I feel like right now is that the Lenormand, at least for this pile, the Lenormand's telling us what is going to happen to you or what direction you should go in. The Tarot right now is telling us where you're at right now. And here's the truth. Right now, you want people to notice what you're doing. You want them to say, hey, let's check out this person. Let's see what this person's doing. The Hierophant, I'm going to look at these 2 together. I'm going to pull the Hierophant back in a little bit. So 6 of Wands is what you want. The 4 of Swords is where you're at right now, and you're resting on it. You're not doing everything that you could be doing yet. There is a huge potential for more that you can do, but at this time you're resting. And I think it's because you need to learn more. That's where the Hierophant's coming in. So actually, I want to do this. This is your direction. If you've pulled group 1, this is the direction that we're trying to go in. Currently, you are resting, you're relaxing, you're not worried too much about it. Possibly, you need to put in some education, you need to work towards your passion, you need to work towards whatever. A lot of jobs that require you to work outside require you to know what the heck you're doing. I have bad news for you. If you want to just become a farmer, you can't just be a farmer. There's a lot more to it than that. But there is great potential, and there's great potential for people to recognize you once you start going in whatever direction works best for you. I talked a little bit about the Lenormand could be becoming a stay-at-home mom. The 6 of Wands tells me that if you become a stay-at-home mom, you're probably going to end up with a blog and people are going to follow you. I also said wedding planner is another possibility with that garden. If you become a wedding planner, you're going to be a very successful wedding planner that people write articles about. That kind of stuff. So that's what I'm getting here. Take a look at what you really want to do. Follow your passion. And especially look at what you can do outside of the box and literally outside of the office. And I do think once you put in the work to get the education, and the Hierophant's not fun. The Hierophant's not like, yay, learning. The Hierophant's like, get down to work, learn what you need to learn, and the Hierophant's take in what other people have to say. Take in what tradition tells you. The Hierophant does not change how you learn or what you're learning. The Hierophant just learns. So, all right. That was group number 1. Let's move on to group number 2, and I'm throwing cards around. So for group number 2, we have clouds, mountain, crossroads. So if you drew group number 2, you have no flippin' clue what you want. You are probably very confused. You probably have very massive obstacles to overcome. I'm almost getting like this, almost like financial debt issue, like, or debt in general. Like, there's something blocking you from being able to go in another direction. It may be that you're stuck at a job that gives you healthcare coverage and you can't afford to have healthcare coverage on your own. If you live in the United States, this is a legit problem. It may be that you have too many student loans that you have to stick at a job that pays you as much as they pay you. There's plenty of things that are keeping you where you're at. And you might not even see them right now. You might not even see that you're being kept where you are at. And you could be really confused. It also could be a confusion about not knowing which direction to go. You may have an idea of what direction you want to go, but you may not know how to make that commitment. You may be scared to choose a different direction than what you're going right now. You could be older and kind of struggling with this, what changes can I make in my life without totally disrupting. I know a lot of people in the medical field that are older and they had to make a very difficult decision to move, to go back to school. I know a lot of nurses that didn't even start nursing school till later in life. So it's kind of a little bit of an encouragement for you. This is kind of where you are at right now. You are confused, you are stuck, and you're not sure how to take the next step. So let's take a look at what the tarot is adding to this one. We have the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. I will go ahead and start by saying that this, whatever you are dealing with, is emotional. It is affecting you emotionally. You probably feel stuck. When you feel stuck, you do not do well. Your emotions are overwhelming. I'm kind of getting the feeling as well that you may not I feel a lot of the times that society tells us we're not allowed to have our emotions. And I will be the first, and I will always say you can always feel whatever you feel. You just can't be an asshat because of your feelings. So I say that a lot. I've been saying it more and more these days, which is kind of pathetic, but whatever. And this 4 of Cups is very much a emotional kind of stuck. I'm getting just stuck. Just kind of thinking about where you want to go, but not being able to do it yet. It's a very sad card to me. Like, I don't like the 4 of Cups. I don't like this idea of being stuck. I don't like this idea of contemplating what's going to happen and what direction you're going to go in and not knowing what to do or where to go. The 7 of Cups is a very kind of daydreamy. I also think of kind of overwhelmed when I think of 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is too many options. So that could be going on for group number 2 here. You could be having too many options. You could not know what direction to go, what direction to take. You may be trying to dabble in a bunch of different things. And I think the Ace of Cups here in the very end is telling us that you need to commit and you need to go forward. Ace of Cups is beginning. Ace of anything is beginning. A lot of times Ace of Cups could be new love, But in this case, based off of what we're asking and the cards in front of it, I think Ace of Cups is focusing on yourself and focusing on a direction, starting new. If you've pulled this group, you need to look at the emotions. You need to stop thinking about the money. You need to stop thinking about the healthcare. You need to stop thinking about the details of it. And you need to ask yourself, how do you feel? How do you feel when you go home each day? How do you feel at the end of the day with the work that you've done? How do you feel? And if you don't feel a positive emotion, then maybe reconsider. I don't know why I'm thinking of this all of a sudden, but I think this might be a really good thing to do. When I know a therapist. Okay, I went to a therapist. Whatever. I know a therapist that had their clients do this thing where they asked you to write down your day. And they you could do this one in two ways. You can do this at the end of your day, or you could do this during your day, or you could do both and then kind of compare. Go through and write down everything that happens. Anything that you feel is noteworthy, and put whether that gives you a positive feeling or a negative feeling. Throughout the day, you're probably going to get a bunch of both. You're never going to have a day that's only negative. You're never going to have a day that's only positive. I mean, you might, but you need to kind of talk to a therapist if that happens, because, yeah. But look at that and do that at your job. And ask yourself, am I truly happy? Is this where I want to be? And then do it with some of your new ideas. And follow the emotions. Follow the emotions. That's my key phrase for group number 2 here. All right, group number 3. Let's take a look at group number 3. We have grave, house, book, or journal in this case. I'm taking a moment to kind of process. This is, to me, I do have to admit, to me, this is like one of the most terrifying things I can ever see, especially when I have grave near house. I have a lot of Capricorn. I hate any idea of not being stable. And so this one there's kind of an end, and I'm not sure if it's an end to stability or if it's an end to home. It's probably a different end to whoever's doing this. It could be that there's an end of something that's going to give you stability. That's a real possibility here. There could be something that's going to end that then allows you to move forward. And the book means a lot of different things. It can be a secret. It also can be education. And I think we're really kind of coming into this learning thing. So I'm getting so many different things, because I read these cards and I can tell you like the specifics, but I do like to also read cards kind of intuitively or psychically, and I'm just getting so many different meanings here, and I'm trying to decide which ones to focus on, which ones to talk about. For some people, there's going to be an end that's going to give you stability. There is something that's going to end that's going to help you come home. And it's going to help you learn more about yourself and what makes you stable. That's another thing, is that I also see the possibility of losing a stable job or losing something that gives you stability and learning more about yourself in the process. So kind of, there's an end to a job that's going, like an end to something that's going to give you a stable job. It's going to be an end of a habit or an end of a lifestyle that's going to give you a stable job. It's going to be the end of a stable job that's going to help you learn more about yourself. So let's take a look at the tarot cards. That's interesting. 6 of Cups in the middle is kind of like a family thing. So I kind of see there is the possibility of a job in the future, especially with this house underneath here. A job in the future that does include your family and things like that. We have the King of Cups. So this could even be what ends. There could be a relationship that ends. The King of Cups is kind of King of Cups, I don't know why I'm getting this right now, but I'm getting control of emotions. So it can either be that you're going to learn how to get control of your emotions, and if you're going to work with your family, you're going to need control of your emotions. Just saying. That one's tripping me up a little bit. This group is actually tripping me up quite a bit. I will be honest, but it's kind of overwhelming. High Priestess is supporting this learning about yourself. Whenever I pull High Priestess or think about High Priestess, I always think about emotional control, kind of gaining emotional control. I also think of it in a very spiritual sense of kind of gaining more spiritual control. So whatever is going on with your career, whatever direction your career is going to go, it's either going to lose stability, it's going to gain stability. There's also a chance of working with family. Whatever is happening in your career, let it happen. Just kind of let things go, let things flow. Let it go, let it flow. Really good advice for this group. And be ready for wherever it takes you, because wherever your career, wherever your job is going to be taking you next is going to be good for you. It's going to be a good time of spiritual growth. It's going to be a very strengthening experience. It's a very, very good for you thing to have happen. So, I know that this group, if you've listened to me this so far and you haven't gotten annoyed with how confused I am about this group, I am really, if you picked this group, it's not going to be easy. Spiritual growth is never easy. But if you do it, and if you let things happen, it's all going to be okay, and it's all going to be good, and it's going to make you a stronger person. So, thank you to whoever listened to me this far. I swear I'm not usually that scattered or kind of confused. I just feel like there's a lot of different people picking this group. I'm going to recommend, if anybody's listened this far, if you've picked this group and you want more information, if you want a more detailed personal reading, please email me, The Drunk Astrologer. I can do personal readings. I kind of would recommend it. Just tell me you picked group 3 on my career one, and I will give you a discount. All right, let's move on to group 4. Let's see what group 4 has in store. Bouquet, woman, key. I'm sorry, I'm processing. So bouquet is kind of what's tripping me up, because bouquet a lot of the times is a very beautiful thing. Bouquet can be love, bouquet can be marriage, bouquet can be kind of sex, because flowers are sex symbols. But with this bouquet, I'm actually getting financial growth. I'm getting, for a lot of you who are picking this, you are going to be the woman. And what I'm kind of getting right now is you need to work on what gives you financial growth. You need to work on what grows you. And this key here is just kind of supporting that. And it's supporting that. So if you're a woman reading this, the key is supporting that you are what will make things grow. If you're a guy and you've picked this woman here is someone else who's going to help you make your finances grow. But I'm really getting this kind of, I really feel like most of the people who are going to pick this are women. You are successful. You are capable enough to grow your own finances. Okay, so let's take a look at tarot cards. We have 3 of coins, 7 of coins, and King of coins. So I kind of find this really interesting because you have the King of coins, which is entrepreneur, and then you have the 3 of coins, which is teamwork. The other thing that is really interesting is none of the other groups had coins or pentacles in their drawing, which is just kind of weird, but at the same time kind of cool for this group. This group is very financial focused. The 7 of coins is the diligence, it's the hard work, it's the putting in the effort. And the one thing about the 7 of pentacles or 7 of coins is that it doesn't mean that your effort is being rewarded right now. That would be 9 of pentacles. 7 of pentacles means that you are putting in the hard work and you will eventually receive reward, but you need to keep working. 3 of coins, the teamwork here. There is a possibility that you need to be working with you still have to remember to work with other people. So this is kind of contradicting the Lenormand cards, but at the same time, it's kind of just serving as a reminder, yes, you are independent. Yes, you are capable all by yourself. There's probably a good chance that you are smarter than some of the people around you, but you still need to work with others. You still need to make sure that you are working in a team. And you need to keep working. It's not going to come to you. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to just fall on your lap, but you are capable. You are an entrepreneur. You are able to grow your own wealth. You're able to find your own success. You don't need to worry about that. You are completely capable. You're completely capable, but please put in the effort. Put in the work. Let me see if there's anything else. You are capable, but please work with others. It's kind of a short group. I'm sorry, you guys. But that's it. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.